What's up, health and fitness coaches? In today's video, I'm going to share with you techniques that I've taught 850 plus health and fitness coaches on how to balance their personal life and their work as being an entrepreneur. And let's be honest here. Have you ever felt like you're spinning your plates between clients and your personal life and it leads to your well-being? Listen, you're not alone, okay? And the reason why I'm going to tell you some of these techniques that have worked for myself and the 850 health and fitness coaches that we've worked with the past 5 years is because literally we've been entrepreneurs for 14 years. Guys. So stick with me in this video because what you're gonna learn is how to balance your life and work as a health and fitness coach to have more success in your business. So if we back up about maybe 14 years ago when I was, becoming a personal trainer and a nutritionist as well too, I'm not gonna lie, I worked 7 days a week, okay? I wasn't married at the time. I didn't have, a son at the time, right? But still, it wasn't a healthy balance to work 7 days a week. I would never recommend that to one of my students that's barely starting right now in their entrepreneurial journey, okay? I didn't have time to do really anything else, to be honest, right? And my mind was so damn consumed on just business, on metrics, on winning, on literally results driven. Everything was around business, okay? Every conversation I had with whether it was relationships, whether it was with our friends, whether it was, some sort of outing, function, whatever it is, it was around business. That's all I thought about. It's not healthy. All right, let's talk about step number 1. This is priorities, okay? Now with priorities, I put this into 4 different buckets, okay? So bucket number 1 is health. Bucket number 2 is wealth. Bucket number 3 is alignments, and bucket number 4 is meaning. I'll break these down pretty quick, okay? But that's the 4 buckets. And this is gonna be basically on what prioritizing I do for my life and business, and hopefully this can help you out too as a tangible step, okay, with these buckets. I put health at the forefront besides God, right? And I'll talk about that. I know in entrepreneurship after 14 years, I have to have a high level of energy, right? I have to sit there and train like an athlete, but it's like an entrepreneur athlete. So I have to have that mindset. So not only like mentally, like health-wise, and actual like physical health wise, I got to put those at the forefront if I want to stay in this game long and I want to sit there and produce at a high level for my community and my clients as well too, guys. So that is my kind of view on this bucket with health, right? For being a top priority. The next one is wealth. Okay, so wealth, this can be your business, this could be finances, this could be also a form of wealth of like adventures or experiences, whatever you really have a high value on, right? In your guys' life. This needs to be a priority as well too, okay? So again, that can be the bucket for wealth, all those different things, right? And again, it's going to be different from every single individual, but that needs to be a priority is like in this bucket of wealth, what's super valuable, what's super meaningful for you. The next one is alignments. So alignments, this is like your faith, this is relationships, this is your significant other, this is family, okay? So for me, God is number 1. After that, it's my wife, it's my son, and it's my relationships after that, right? So figure out a priority of like what's the most important thing for you under that bucket of alignments, okay? Now the last bucket on here is meaning, okay? That's like your impactful work that you guys do on a day-to-day basis, right? So for us, we help health professionals and coaches build a 6-figure business so they can have more income, impact, and independence, okay? I get up every single day fired up because I know what my purpose is, I know what my why is, right? And I'm doing this to ultimately advance God's kingdom. My goal right now is to help 1,000 health and fitness coaches. Then let's just say in the next 5 years, I want to help 1 million health and fitness coaches, right? Because I know if I have an army of health and fitness professionals under me, teaching them the business tactics, right? Learning to change their thinking and their mindset, I know that they are going to be strong disciples of health and fitness coaches for God's kingdom to make this world a better place. So that's my meaning and impact, okay? So it's very deep. So you need to get very clear, right, on what that is meaning-wise for you as a health and fitness professional. All right, step number 2 is you want to create boundaries. Again, this can be looked at buckets. We can look at this as like pillars, right? But I think as an entrepreneur, and especially if you're a health and fitness professional and you're looking to build a successful online coaching business, whether it's hybrid or fully online, and you're looking to stay in this game for more than a decade, I think you got to have strong boundaries. Okay, so let's just take a boundary number 1, for example. You guys have, a wake up time and a time that you go to bed every single night. You got to be disciplined with this. You got to be consistent with this. You can't just be like, I'm going to wake up at 7 one day, I'm going to wake up at 5 the other day, I'm going to wake up at 10 the next day, and then go to bed at all these random hours. It's so undisciplined and unfocused and just all scatterbrained all over the place. You will not have success that way. You will not be in this game for a long time. The next boundary you guys can have is deep work blocks. You're not gonna get anything done. You're not gonna move the money needle and the meaning needle forward in your guys' business if you do not have deep work blocks. It doesn't have to be hour-long, 90 minutes, 2-hour work blocks. Whatever works best for you, your schedule, your system, and your level of focus. Some people can focus for 20 minutes. Some people 30 minutes, 45 minutes, 60 minutes, right? So you need to find out those intervals that's gonna work best for you. And you need to do this in an environment where it's like literally distraction-free. So if this is at your place when you have screaming kids and a significant other and it's just a loud environment, you're not gonna focus for those whatever minutes you guys have for the deep work. So that means if you guys need to invest in a coffee shop, you guys need to invest in a co-working space, a library, whatever it is, you have to have that level of like the boundaries of deep work and focus. Another thing you can think about too, like with boundaries as a pillar or whatever it is, a bucket, is you guys need time to just completely disconnect like throughout the day. And that time, like let's just say for example, can be going to the gym and working out, right? And working on yourself, your fitness, your mental health, your physicality, all that type of stuff. It could be going for walks, right? It could be doing like a cold plunge. It could be going and taking like a cold shower, right? It could be listening to some music and going for a walk, whatever it is, right? But you have to disconnect and get yourself away from that deep work environment so the creative juices come back. You just step back, right? And you get some of the learnings and lessons and you get motivated again to come back for the deep work blocks on there. The last pillar I would say on here is a cutoff time, okay? And this could be a cutoff time and a reward time. So it's like you're with your family, your friends, your loved ones, right? Your significant other, your kids, and you're present. You're not thinking about business like I talked about like in the beginning of my story where I was thinking about freaking Facebook ads and metrics and all this stuff while I'm having conversations with people. It's not cool. It's really not. So you have to be present, and a cutoff time really helps out with that discipline, that focus for that. The next thing is a reward time. We're all human here, okay? And you guys are health and fitness coaches. I know you guys have interests. I know you guys have likes, right? So if you guys want to sit there and scroll mindlessly, if you guys want to binge watch on YouTube videos, totally fine. If you guys want to sit there and watch Netflix, Narcos, that's one of my favorite ones, right? If you guys want to do that, cool. You guys put in a good day's work. You got your deep work blocks in, you got your workouts in, you're present with your family, you're focused, you move the needle, you serve people, cool. Let's reward ourselves. We don't have to be like, oh man, I gotta sit there and read a book before bed, or I gotta listen to a podcast and consume more information before bed. It's like, come on, right? So set a reward time so you guys have those boundaries. All right, if you're a health and fitness coach or professional and you are tired of trading time for money and you want to get off what we call the health and fitness business assembly line, kind of like basically like a hamster wheel, or it can be a conveyor belt, right? Where you're trading time for money session after session, and you want to build an online profitable health and fitness coaching business, then check out the link in the description below. We have a free online workshop there that's going to help you guys get out of that whole assembly line and conveyor belt, and you guys can actually build a profitable online coaching business to create more income, impact, and independence. Okay, so step number 3 on how you guys can create more balance as health and fitness coaches and your guys' personal life and be able to have more success as a business owner overall, right? The third one is stay in the game for a long time. Okay, number 1 with this though is you have to declare as a health and fitness coach and a business owner that you are going to be in this game for a long time. You got to put that out there, right? In the universe, or even say that to God too. People got to take that as you're serious, right? You got to put that energy out there. So stop right now and actually say that I'm going to be in this game for a long time. Repeat that. It's super powerful. Now, the second thing with staying in this game for a long time is this is the tactical framework that we use with our accelerator health and fitness coaches, right? Every single day, take one day off. One day off. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, whatever works best for your guys' schedule, but be disciplined to taking one day off. Don't look at your phone, don't look at your guys' laptop, don't go on social media. Every single month, take a weekend off. I mean, if it's not a weekend, do Sunday, Monday, do Friday, Saturday, whatever works best for you guys, but be disciplined to take a full weekend off and do something fun. And literally the third part of this is every quarter, take not even, I wouldn't say a full week off. I don't really believe in taking a full week off, but scale the workload down 50%. Okay, so maybe that means you work a half day. Maybe you work 3 hours per day. Maybe you put in 3-4 really, really good days, and then you have like 3 or 4 days off, something like that, right? But every quarter, which is every 3 months, scale the workload down 50%. I promise if you implement this framework here that we've done with over 850 health and fitness coaches, you will have more balance, you will have more peace of mind, you'll have more clarity, and you will be in this game a lot longer. You're actually going to enjoy it. Now look, let me recap these steps again on what we just talked about and how to create more balance as a health and fitness coach for your personal life and to have more overall business success. So step number 1 is again the priorities, right? Remember the 4 buckets I talked about: health, wealth, alignment, and meaning. Step number 2 is your guys' boundaries, right? Remember those buckets or pillars I talked about? Use some of those things and see what works best for you guys. And step number 3 is staying in this game for the long run, right? And what I talked about, that framework of 1 day off, weekends off, and then scaling it down 50%. Now here's the thing, you can adopt one more strategy in your coaching business to have a healthy work-life balance, and that is to take on high-ticket clients in your guys' health and fitness coaching business. Check out this next video right here because we did a super deep dive on what the difference is between high-ticket versus low-ticket clients and offers and programs and all that good stuff on there, and you will get a lot of value in there, and you can couple that with what I just talked about on having balance as a health and fitness professional in your personal life and business to have more overall success.